fuck you doing?
Remember that name, Good Pizza, with 3 Z's, baby, 3 Z's.
What's up, fam? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Yo, check this out. This week we have an absolute legend in the building. I had the honor to interview the Richard Delisi. This fellow was sentenced to 98 years in prison for a non-violent cannabis crime, which he served 32 of those years. Also had the privilege to interview his son Rick, who came along with him for the ride. They told us about the trials and tribulations the family went through, the history of Richard and what he was doing prior to prison and what they've been up to after he's been home. You guys are gonna love this episode. It's one of my favorites. We'll see you on the show. Peace, love, good pizza. Yeah, we got Pelly on the wall over there, man.
Yes, sir. Pelly's in my heart.
That's my dog, bro.
That's my
Yo,
dog.
I say it all day. He's the coolest OG I ever met, bro.
Yeah.
He's the coolest. He's the coolest, bro.
When he was like on the lam going to leaving here, he lived with me in Amsterdam for a couple of years.
No shit.
In my house, yeah.
Damn, dog.
We're family.
I can
like
imagine.
We're family.
Yeah.
Like we've cooked over 50 meals together.
That's family.
He knows
friend.
my kids and shit.
No shit, man. That's awesome, bro.
He's
I can't wait.
He's Uncle Pelly.
I haven't seen him yet because I came late.
He's
No
Uncle
shit.
Pelly, yeah.
You haven't met him yet?
No, he met him.
No.
Oh,
he helped
gotcha.
get my
Like
dad
this.
out. So Pelly's instrumental also in he hyper focused me to get with Last Prisoners Project.
Okay.
Like he was like, yo, bro, I'm telling you, these people can really get your pops out.
Holy
And bro,
shit.
and I'm not telling, and I'm saying like I had gone through like, we'll talk about it. I had gone through.
No, we
like,
rolling, bro. Let it flow.
people.
We'll skip back.
Yeah, so it's like at certain points there were even like South American crime bosses coming to me and telling me like, yo, I'm gonna get your dad out because we know the story.
Whoa.
And nothing was popping, dude. I had gone through attorneys, pro bono attorneys, fucking
Me hiring
You know,
attorneys. Ugh.
appeals, clemency attempts.
Wait.
fucking-
Yeah. We're recording now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's-
Oh, okay.
I like to let a natural flow in,
he
and then
could
we'll
build it up.
Yeah.
All right.
It's just if you knew the level of attempt and failure we went through to achieve this, it's unfathomable.
I
believe it.
probably.
And I swear, I said it in my song. I said sometimes my heart just feels hopelessness, but I promise not to cry. That's why I sat down and wrote this shit, because it's like at a certain point I was like, I couldn't even fucking think anymore that he was gonna get out. I
Yeah.
never envisioned it. I didn't think he was gonna meet my kids. None of that shit,
Yeah.
So I think at that point that that it really started to happen. There was a main initiative, and it was Kenneth Darby, me, my sister, and Pelly, and one other person. Max Perry. He's a producer in hip hop.
Yeah.
But these people would always chime me back to the constant focus to keep hope for him, because I'd share that hopelessness with them. I'd
Sure.
be like, God damn, bro, it's like, I don't think it's ever gonna happen. I think someone has it out for him. And there was, like, his judge died before he got out.
Holy shit.
First they debarred him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, bro.
But
Like
I
the whole
filed, while I was in there, I would spend so much time in the law library. I'd find the sharpest guy in the prison, a lawyer from the street.
Yeah.
That got in trouble for doing something stupid.
Yeah.
And I would hire them as my crew.
Okay.
And I'd have them get the motions together and study everything. But it's still, I'd have to be there and answer questions and get everything. I probably, no less than 50 motions.
Wow.
In 32 years.
Wow.
No, like, I swear, towards the end, right before the whole thing happened, right before COVID, I remember him calling me and telling me, like, Rich, please don't be mad at me if you find out I'm not alive anymore. Like, he was basically, like, calling me to tell me he couldn't deal with it no more. Like, he was getting past that threshold. You know? And then I remember when COVID happened, when COVID came about, it was like, I remember I had a nightmare, and I woke up and I told my wife when I woke up in the morning, I said, yo, I had a nightmare that my dad died in prison from COVID. And then it was like, yo, we got to get him out.
Yeah.
And then we went it was, bro, like no bullshit. It might have been that dream that like sparked that super fire that was like, okay, get on every platform, get on. So what I did when I was making hash in Amsterdam was, I used all the cups and all the conventions to network with people. And I'd have like live resin or rosin or, you know, full melt with my crew. And then I'd be like, yo, my dad's in prison for fucking 98 years for cannabis. And people would be like, nah, that's not possible, bro. I'm like, yo, he's been in for 20 years. This is in the beginning, like in the industry. And people would be like, okay. So like people like, thank God, people like Bubble Man and Flav and certain people embraced me. I mean, there were certain people in the industry, DNA Genetics, one of the first platforms, Burner, a lot of different people in different levels of platform of social media started to talk about it and realize and use the platform of cannabis, legal cannabis, to really to make it happen. So all of a sudden things were changing in a way where I remember it was probably 11, 12 years ago now that I called you and I said, Pop, well I'm gonna carve a lane of this cannabis industry out for us, and when you get out, we gonna really rock this shit, you know? And he was like, what the fuck you talking about, kid? Like, he was like, what do you mean? You know? Like,
because you got to remember,
to tell somebody that 20 years ago in the 90s,
I'm a smuggler.
80s,
You know, he's talking about all the shit's happening in America that you can walk into a store and buy it.
You can't picture
it's
that.
coming, you know.
Yeah.
This is coming. He keeps telling me that it's gonna be where you can walk into a store and buy it. I mean, when I was in New York City, it was so unbelievable.
Are you from New York? You got an up north
Brooklyn,
accent.
I'm from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn. I was like, this guy is not from Florida. He's from
No,
Brooklyn.
no.
Where are you from in Brooklyn? Hold on, let's take it back, bro. Let's dive into your story, bro.
From Brooklyn. From
whereabouts?
I'm from Brooklyn, from Flatbush.
Okay, Flatbush. Got it. Cool. My family's from Borough Park in Bensonhurst.
Oh yeah, I lived in Bensonhurst.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Two of my great friends lived in Bensonhurst for a long time. What the heck was the two brothers, the bicycle shop? The Bandells.
Okay.
Did you know the Bandells?
No. This is before my time. They migrated to Jersey, and then that's my story started. You know what I mean? But yeah, when we moved from Sicily, we went from Little Italy, Manhattan, to Brooklyn, to New Jersey.
When did you come from Sicily?
My family come from Sicily. My great-grandfather came from Sicily in like 1910, 20.
On the manifest, yeah. That's
on
when,
the manifest, whatever it was.
Yeah, my people came in the 1800s, the late 1800s.
Late 1800s, yeah.
1890, Giovanni.
Yeah. Where you guys from in Italy? Where's your family from?
Foggia.
Foggia?
Yeah, it's right under Napoli.
Okay, cool.
In that region right there.
Nice. That's where my other side of my family's from.
Foggia.
Foggia.
Yeah, Foggia.
Beautiful. You guys been to Italy? You guys visit?
Me?
Yeah, you?
He has. I have.
My favorite city in the world is Rome.
Let's go.
Sadly, I have not yet. And like, it's funny.
Bro, you're very well traveled,
homie,
sir.
Yeah, my close homie is Lorenzo from Terps.
Oh, he's the man.
He's always like, dude, he's like, there's nothing like Italy, bro. He's like, I can't even fucking believe you haven't been there. And you're Italian, you know?
Yeah.
So it was funny because right before I was leaving Amsterdam, we were super tight. We were kicking it all the time. And he's basically going down there to like fucking the islands. What is it?
Puglia.
Yeah.
Puglia, heavy.
So he's going down there with his homie. And I'm like, damn, dude, I can't believe because I've been to Barcelona so many times.
Yeah.
And
it's
just like Italy financially didn't work for me.
No doubt.
While I was
it's
trying
not
to build,
easy. It's not easy, and the weed laws suck. But yeah. Anyway, back to you, sir. Brooklyn. Your story starts in Brooklyn. Go.
What was I saying about Brooklyn?
What's your where'd you grow up? What was your childhood
Oh,
like?
let's start
with your story.
I was actually born in Brooklyn.
Gotcha.
All right, and my father he sold the house in Brooklyn. We had a 3-story house on Rogers Avenue.
Okay.
And we lived on one floor, and my mother let her sister live on the middle floor, and someone rented out the top floor.
Okay.
You know, it was like three level. You know how the apartments are in Jersey and New York.
Yep.
And my father sold the building, and he bought a bungalow down in a place called Breezy Point, New York.
Okay.
It was actually called Rockaway Point. It's Rockaway Point where I grew up.
Okay.
And it's a peninsula that sticks out into the ocean.
Okay.
And Jamaica Bay is on one side, and the Atlantic Ocean's on the other.
Okay. Is in Queens?
It's in Queens.
Queens, okay.
Right over the Marine Parkway Bridge.
Okay.
You know the Marine Parkway Bridge?
Not really. Well, go ahead.
All right. But, I mean, where I grew up, you could stand on the Bayside and you see the whole New York skyline.
Nice.
And you see the Verrazano Narrows Bridge.
Nice, man.
I was there when they brought the first cable across.
No
My
shit.
father had a gas station right down the street from that place.
Wow. That's cool, man. So what were you like growing up? Like, what were you into as a kid, bro?
It was all water sports.
Okay.
You know, swimming, diving, skiing,
Surfing.
fast boats, surfing.
No shit.
Surfing, like, I mean, we had the best surf on the East Coast where I lived.
Where were you surfing? Long Island?
Huh?
Where were you surfing? Long Island?
No, surfing right there where I grew up.
Really? No shit.
Where
Oh, yeah,
the
Queens got beaches like
This jetty
fucking Rockaway and shit.
sticks out into
Howard
the
Beach?
ocean, right?
Okay.
And on one side of the jetty, it's Jamaica Bay.
That makes sense,
And
yeah.
calm. And on the other side, it's the Atlantic Ocean
Yeah.
and not so calm.
Yeah.
But whenever you would get any kind of surf, people would come from everywhere to
No
surf.
shit, man. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's a big surf scene. I always
Nice.
saw the old photos of him and all the like.
You know, when you got out of
That's cool,
school,
man.
the day you got out of school, you took your shoes off.
Yeah.
You put on a pair of dungarees that were cut off, like up here.
Yep.
You know, your balls and everything hanging out,
Yep.
to tell you the truth. I mean, you know, this is the 60s we're
Yeah,
talking
no
about.
doubt. It was cool.
And you didn't put your shoes back on until you went back to school or clothes.
No shit.
The whole summer
I
was
bet.
spent right at
I
the
bet.
beach. There was this place called Henny Bob's. Candy store and like a little. They sold pizza and they made all kinds of ice cream. You know, like I mean, really nice.
Nice.
Right on the waterfront,
Beautiful.
and that's where we hung out.
Nice, man.
And there was a dock that went out into Jamaica Bay, and that's where we'd go fishing all the time.
Okay. Nice, man. So when did the cannabis creep into your life, Uncle Rick?
Me and my friend BT, Bob Turano,
Mhm.
we were in the parking lot where we grew up. We lived in a gated community.
Mhm.
It was actually gated,
Okay.
and this guy we knew, Bobby Moskowitz. I think I forgot. I'm not sure, but I think that guy's name was Bobby Moskowitz. Had a Pontiac convertible, Bonneville. And I seen like about 15 of the kids, like go over to his car when he pulled into the parking lot, right? So I said to Bobby, what's going on over there, man? He says, oh, the guy's selling weed and pills. I said, weed and pills? I said, not in our parking lot, he isn't. And that was it. He never came back after that, and we took over what he was doing after that.
Nice.
It was
How old were you?
It was a little bit of a thing to do it, you know.
Yeah, sure.
But we actually accomplished it,
Okay.
and that was the beginning. And I was actually 14 years old,
Okay. Same age I jumped in the game.
and like
14.
15 we were already.
much.
The acid happened. You know, LSD 25 happened. Ozzy and Leary showed up on the scene, and everybody's life changed. You
Yeah.
know.
When was the first time you smoked weed?
Yeah. What's up, guys? I just want to give a quick shout out to my sponsors over at United Nutrients. Trusted by elite growers, United Nutrients delivers clean, reliable nutrition, trusted by top cannabis cultivators for enhancing plant health and maximizing yields, all while being easy to use. Affordable without compromising quality. United Nutrients offers premium nutrient solutions that remain affordable, ensuring growers get the best results without breaking the bank. Sustainability, cultivator-centered innovation. Developed through collaboration with cultivators, United Nutrients science-backed formulations are designed specifically for cannabis, providing eco-friendly and efficient nutrient absorption to promote healthy and vigorous plants. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
The first time I smoked weed, I was 14.
Big year for you, buddy.
Because I hadn't smoked before I seen the kids going to the car.
Okay.
I knew what was going on, but I wasn't paying no attention to it because we were into hot rods.
Okay.
you know, having drag cars in the street.
Sure. Pinks racing for pink slips and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Don't
that
think it
old
hasn't
school
happened.
shit.
So, what was that exactly?
Where you smoked the first time.
Oh, so my brother-in-law's got a '55 Chevy with a 348 in it, tri-power, 4-speed, painted red, really nice car. And we're driving down Flatbush Avenue, and me and my friend Bobby Toronto, was in the back seat with me, right? And Buddy was in the front driving, and I forgot who was in the right side. It might have been Thomas Ryan in the right side, or Gerard Ryan in the right side of the seat. And we were driving down Flatbush Avenue, and Buddy lit up a joint. And he said, "Hey, man, you want to try this shit?" I said, "What is that?" It smelled so fucking nice, you know. I was like, "What the fuck?" So I said, "Yeah, I'll try it." So this is the first time I think I tried it a couple of times before, but I didn't get a buzz.
Okay.
That's what it was. But this is the first time I get off. So I take the joint and I said, and I'm hanging, I'm bogarting it, I'm smoking it, because they roll like 2 or 3 J's, right? So they're going around the car, but I'm bogarting this one. And I got it in my hand, I handed it to Bobby, and we're driving down Flatbush Avenue. We're going like 60 miles an hour.
Damn.
You know? And I closed my eyes. And I swear to you, I thought my eyes were closed for like a half an hour. And when I opened them, we were almost in the same spot where we were when I closed my eyes, right?
Yeah.
I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" No wonder they ran to the car.
No, yeah, right. Nice, bro. That's what's
Yeah,
up,
that was
man.
the first thing.
So you took over the spot. So big year. 14 was a big year for you, my friend.
Oh yeah, and
you took over the
You
spot.
know, it was big. We
Got hired your
went
first
from
time.
not making any. You know, we didn't have no cash, to making like, you know, like 400 a week, 500 a week. You know, when we were. I mean,
Back then,
I'm
that's a
telling
lot
you,
of money.
I was 14.
And as a 14-year-old, that was a lot when I was 14.
Yeah. I mean, by the time I was 18, I had my own motorcycle, my own Corvette, you know, the whole
Yeah.
deal.
Hell yeah. So.
Man, you know how them 60 Corvettes were?
Oh yeah, baby.
They were hot rods, man, right from the factory.
Yeah.
I had a 427 side oiler. I mean, a 427 with side pipes and knockoffs, 4-speed coupe. Oh, man,
Let's
the thing
go.
was a rocket ship.
Hell
435 horsepower.
Fuck.
It had tri-power. It was when it launched,
See you later.
it was
Right on.
unbelievable.
Right on, man. So how did things progress, man? Like, walk me through your journey in the game.
Well, as I'm doing this stuff, and you know, people would come from Brooklyn, and people would come from like the island, and they'd come down to Breezy, and they would be buying from us, right?
Right.
So I was like, we had to expand. So my father, my family was getting ready to move. So when they moved, they left the house with me
Okay.
in New York in this private community, right?
Nice.
And I started doing, you know, like a half a carload of weed from Florida.
Okay.
You know, like we 5 people would go in on 200 pounds. You know, it was like.
Okay.
But weed wasn't real expensive back then. You know, it was. I can remember the first pounds I bought. I think I bought like 20 pounds for like $300.
Damn.
They were them Jamaican. I mean, not the Jamaican. The Mexican bricks. The ones with the different colored paper over them. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Mexican
still.
brick
I
weed?
heard
Yeah.
they're still doing it like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but I definitely had my share of Mexican brick. It was a little more expensive than that, though. God damn.
Well, now they got just the
Yeah.
Mexican that's coming out of Mexico now. That's top quality stuff.
It's crazy. When I was in Florida, so that was in the 80s and 90s, I never experienced Mexican.
No
I
shit.
only experienced Jamaican. I guess it was who I was plugged in with.
Of course.
but it was like I only got Jamaican.
No Colombian, right?
Never Colombian,
Me neither.
Jamaican, Mexican.
And it was so close.
It was only Jamaican for me and Crip in Florida.
Crippy was the shit,
Crippy,
bro.
yeah, Crippy and Florida. So it was like my homies, they was like my cousins, Josh and Noah. They had the plug on the Crip.
Fire.
And they would just come through. And that was like, it's weird because a lot of people say it's OG, but I think I related it more to skunk. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, the Crip?
Little skunky, little hazy.
Yeah, the terps were so far back before I really locked in my terps.
Yeah.
Like, I really locked in my terps like in my late 30s.
For sure.
Where I was like, holy shit. Oh,
This is this, that's that.
oh wait,
kinda
I like
deal,
that.
yeah.
Oh, I want this. Oh, I
Yeah.
only want that right now.
Yup.
I have a craving
Yup.
for this. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got into hash making. But you know, back then when we was in Florida, it kind of felt like it was almost like I never had hazy. So it's funny you just said hazy.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Maybe spicy.
Yeah, like
It had a
spicy-
spice to it.
A spicy skunk type thing.
Yeah.
But-
yeah. Like ammonia, too.
And
It
yes,
was gassy like ammonia, yeah.
Yeah, because that was how they store it, I think.
No shit.
Yeah, that ammonia would come out sometimes from the wet weed being in a closed
And it was
space,
always
so,
wet.
Yeah,
as
and
fuck,
warm.
bro.
So
Yeah.
to build that ammonia.
Always had it wet and sticky, bro.
Yeah. I remember like
What-
the middle of the Jamaican brick, you'd pull it up and it had rosin in it.
Just from the pressure?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because it was the middle of like
Yeah,
500
no
pounds. So
shit,
all
dude.
getting compressed out in the
Yeah,
center.
yeah.
And then my homie Vince, who was my first dealer, Vince Lindenmood, rest his soul, he pulled out that brick and he was like, Rick, this one's different.
This
And I'd be
one's
like,
different.
and I just remember it would get us so fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
Like where you just be like slant-eyed and munched out. Like
Yep.
that was it. Even after the pizza or after the munchies, you
Yep.
know, you'd be like, oh shit, I'm
Just
taking a
hit.
nap. You know?
Yep.
Like I don't have that from weed no more.
No, we don't. We don't.
It's weird.
Yeah, we don't. It sucks, man.
My bad.
So, okay, so you're moving and shaking now, right? When did things really progress? Like, how long is your run before you unfortunately got locked up?
Oh, for a long, long time.
Long time. How many years?
From the 60s to 80.
From the 60s, you had a good 20-year run. Nice.
Yeah.
And this was all where
And
you
it
were.
went from, always weed. And it went from doing it, like doing it the way I told you, like, carloads from Florida and that to,
To a fleet of airplanes.
it went to a fleet of airplanes and a fleet of ships.
No shit. Wow. That escalated quickly.
Well,
Well, not quickly.
What happened was,
Sure.
In the conversation.
In the conversation,
My
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, no,
what
it's
happened
good.
was,
It's
me and
good.
my brother, we were driving around. I had an old '60s Porsche.
Okay.
This is like when I moved to Florida. Things weren't really great, but they were good. But it wasn't great. But I was still doing my little thing, right?
Right.
Just before my brother even got involved with me, and I wanted to do something not that had to do with Jamaica
Okay.
or Mexico. I wanted to go to Colombia.
Okay.
So we're driving around in my old Porsche and we're smoking a joint, right?
But
And we pull into the 7-Eleven on Sample Road in Pompano Beach, Florida. And we go in there and we get a couple of Slurpees, some chips, So we got the munchies from the smoke. And when I'm leaving, I see this car trader. You know the car traders?
No, what's that?
Auto Trader magazine that used to be on
Oh,
the
yeah.
shelf where you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
get
Buy the
secondhand
magazines.
cars
And
and stuff.
sometimes
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
like a little house or a boat in there.
Yeah.
This was
Yep.
a house, and it was right on the front page, and it said "House Coffee Plantation in Colombia for sale."
The Minka.
In Minca, Colombia. Well, it said Santa Monica, Colombia was the original thing. So I took it, and I could barely read and write back then.
Really?
So I got the magazine, and I said to the lady, my brother's sitting out in the car. So I said to the lady at the counter, I said, let me have a roll of quarters. And I went outside and I walked over to the phone and I called my brother. He goes, what's going on? I said, here's a house for sale in Colombia. I'm going to call the guy up. He said, get the fuck out of here. What are you, crazy? Colombia. You fucking out of your mind?
Yeah.
I said, I'm not only out of my mind, I'm going to buy this house and we're going to go to Colombia. Quick. So he's like, get the fuck out of here. So I call, right, and I talk to this, I call Michigan, the Michigan phone number. And it's the guy's father that owns the house. He's down in Colombia at the house. It's a coffee plantation. So I said to the guy, I said, yeah, we want to buy the house, you know, blah, blah, blah. I think he said 23,000 or so, you know, for 15 acres with a river running through. Oh, really tricked out there.
Wow.
2-story building. I'll show you pictures of it in a little while.
Please.
So I said, yeah, I want to go down there and look at the house, you know, and check out everything down there in Colombia. So the guy says, you can't just jump on a plane and go to Colombia not knowing what's going on down there. I said, no, don't worry about it. We got this. Give me the information. So my brother got on the phone, got a pen and paper, and started writing down all the stuff where we had to do. We didn't even have passports.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
We had passports, and this is no lie, 24 hours later, in our possession.
Wow.
I remember when you could get a passport in 24 hours.
That's impressive.
No, the only way you could get a passport
You got
in
a guy or
24
what?
hours if someone dies.
Or if somebody somehow bought the ticket.
Yeah, if you bought the ticket and
Yeah.
you and it's
So that's what my mom did. She bought the ticket.
Yeah.
And we went to the embassy in downtown Miami and got the passport in one day. And it was like,
she
Like,
knew she
yeah,
knew
she
because of what I did. So we get the passports, and my brother's saying, you know, we're both working at the family business. We got the biggest Volkswagen repair shop in South Florida.
Okay.
And I mean, this place is humming, bro.
You and bro have this.
Me and my brother, me and my 2 brothers, and my father have this place.
Okay.
You know, it's really my father's place, but
Sure.
you know, like
Family
it's
business.
It's our place.
Sure.
And we got to tell my old man, you know, we're going down to Colombia to look at this place. We heard there's a coffee plantation. We could, you know, import coffee. You know, well, bullshit, my old man. I want to go there to smuggle. You know, I want to go there to find out where the weed is.
Yeah.
So, make a long story short, we get all set up. My old man says, you go ahead, do what you got to do. He hires a couple other people at the shop.
Mhm.
And, you know, our shop had like 12 or 15 people working there full time. So we fly down to Colombia, rent a car, and we go stay in this nice hotel down by the beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to my brother, okay, in the morning we'll travel up there. So we're in the hotel, and we meet this kid. And I said, oh man, I'm looking for some good smoke. And he says, I can get good smoke. He says, give me your car.
Your car? Not your card. Your car?
The car.
The car. Okay.
He says, give me the.
Just
He
checking.
said, no. He said, do you have a car? And I said, yeah, we got a rental car. He said, give me the keys for your car, and I'll be back in like a half an hour.
Tell that to
I
a New
look at
Yorker.
I look at my brother. I said, can you believe this guy's trying us like this?
Yeah.
And this guy's talking broken English.
Yeah,
I
sure.
wound up giving him the keys for the car and $50.
And $50 for the weed, for sure.
The guy comes back with a shopping bag full of weed and $30.
Holy shit.
I said to my brother, the kid went in the bathroom to use the bathroom or something. I said to my brother, this is the dude. This kid is gay, but we don't know it. His name is Ruben.
Yeah.
But he's just wanting to meet American people that are cool, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And I got, you know, hair down to here. My brother's got pretty long hair.
Yeah.
and we tell him we're fixing to buy a coffee plantation. So he's kind of figuring out already his path for the rest of his life while he's talking to us.
Yeah.
Because that's the way it is in foreign countries. You know, underprivileged countries, the people are always, you know, looking for the angle to ride with somebody and look out for them. You know what I mean? And this kid wound up hooking us up with two crazy brothers down there.
Okay.
Which were like, wound up being family, but we broke away from them to go to this other guy.
Okay.
And that's when we started doing the thing with the gold marijuana.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out my sponsors over at Kaya Core. Clean cocoa trusted by top cultivators. Kaya Core premium grade clean cocoa core is trusted by and respected by cannabis cultivators for optimal plant health and performance. It's all about the terps and quality first before yields, which is driven through clean 100% core, which provides smooth stratification throughout the media. Sustainable and eco-friendly. Sourced from eco-friendly coconut fiber produced in our 100% sustainable operation in India. Kaya provides an environmentally conscious solution without compromising cultivation quality. Kaya washes the cocoa multiple times to ensure a clean starting base with less salinity from other cocoa manufacturers. The plastic pot is 100% biodegradable for a sustainable solution. Tailored for cannabis growth, Kaya Core products are developed from direct feedback and collaboration with top cultivators, offering superior water retention, root aeration, and nutrient absorption for healthier, more vigorous plants. They buffer the cocoa to less than 0.3 EC with calcium nitrate to provide the cultivator with a strong starting point for transplant. You will be shocked how clear the runoff is from this clean cocoa. Kaya uses coarse ground cocoa core to achieve the 70-30 blend versus perlite or chunks. Go hit up Kaya Core. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. The Acapulco Gold?
Nope, Santa Monica Gold.
Santa Monica Gold. That was Mexican, right? Acapulco Gold?
Yeah.
That was Mexican.
This smoke I'm talking about makes that stuff look like it shouldn't have happened. I'm talking this color right here.
No shit.
Yep.
Before my time, Uncle Rick. I wish, bro.
Yeah, man, it was.
I wish,
it was
brother.
Before your time, you missed it.
I fucking missed it.
But we live in a pretty good time.
I mean,
cannabis,
not
bro.
for nothing.
You know
This
what I'm
is pretty
saying?
sweet right now.
Forget it.
It's pretty sweet right now. But continue. Back then, that was fucking lit.
So,
So did you wind up buying the house? Did you guys buy the property?
I go there, right? We go up the mountain, and it's like, bro, there ain't even electricity in this house.
No shit.
It's got two wires that look like something out of a portable radio. You know them little thin ones?
Yeah.
Going into the house.
Yeah.
That's the electric.
Wow.
You know, there's no refrigerators, air conditioning, none of
Yeah.
that shit. The guy wants $23,000 for the house. I think I had under my pillow in my bedroom, you know, under my mattress, I think I had 20 grand that I had saved. You know, in
Shoebox money.
Shoebox. That's
shoebox money. That's what it was. Shoebox money.
Yeah. I'm familiar.
And I told the guy, man, there's no way this house is worth 20 grand. And now today it's worth a couple of million, probably.
Of course.
And all Spanish hand-painted tiles, 2 stories, staircase going up the inside of the house, big screened-in porch. I mean,
Nice.
place is really nice. But it don't have no kitchen utilities, you know. It had no furniture, no nothing, right?
Yeah.
You had like a water
Farmy.
bed. Huh?
Like farmy.
Yeah, but no furniture stuff. Like maybe an old couple of beat up chairs with a table there, you know.
Yeah.
So I scoped the place up. Me and my brother are standing out on the lawn, and I'm going to show you the pictures where we were standing, and you're going to say it's a fucking paradise. I said, can you believe this fucking place right here? He says, wow, man, really nice.
Long story short, he bought the house.
But I don't buy the house for 23.
15.
I think I paid 12. I gave him 12. I said, listen,
Nice.
man. I said, my friend right now will get on a plane and fly to Michigan and give your father $12,000 cash. Are you willing to sign the papers over to us? He said, man, I can't do that, blah, blah, blah. I said, Teddy, let's get out of here. I didn't even get to the car, and the guy came after me.
I bet. I bet.
So we get the house. We find somebody with this kid, Ruben, to buy some weed. So I'm trying to figure out how big of an airplane I would need for I wanted to take 400 the first time, 400 or 500, right?
Okay.
So that's a pretty good size seaplane. I'm doing this with seaplanes in the beginning.
Oh, wow. Those are little guys, right?
Yeah, 2 seaplanes.
Yeah.
One that goes down to Colombia, and then the other one, when the plane is on its way back from Colombia and it needs fuel, the other one lands in the ocean and fuels the plane up, and then it takes off again.
Oh, wow.
Crazy,
That's
huh?
crazy, bro.
Right? And we got
Do you
away
fly?
with it like 4 times.
Okay.
And then the kid that was flying the airplane, he was this Puerto Rican kid, and I really liked the guy, right? And it wound up that he tried to go around me. My friend, the guy that I was getting all the weed from,
Yeah.
he came to me and said, hey, man, your pilot stepped to me. He wants to cut you out of the deal. He said, you want me to take care of that? You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah.
I said, no, man, just leave him alone. We go back to Florida, we get everything straightened out, and I'll break him free. That's what I did. And we had made a few bucks, you know, man. Maybe we had like close to 100 G's.
Yeah.
You know, stuffed in that box underneath the bed.
Sure.
And I said to my brother, we got to buy an airplane. Again, what are you, fucking crazy?
You're the guy with the wild ideas. And
What are you, crazy? An airplane for what?
He's the guy that don't hear no.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Your brother's like, you're out of your fucking mind. You're like, no, we're going to do it. And then your brother goes, shit, you
So
pulled it off.
we flew out to Oklahoma.
Older brother.
Yeah.
Shit.
We flew out to Oklahoma,
Okay.
and there was this old beat up DC-3 out there
Mm-hmm.
with two flat tires, you know, the whole deal, sitting behind a hangar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a World War II plane.
Yeah.
So I said, does it run? I said to the guy, he said, that thing will start up no matter what. It hasn't been running in a year. They came out with the batteries, they hooked it up, blim, 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 blim. A lot of smoke came out of it. It cleared up, he pumped the tires up. We had a captain with us,
Okay.
you know, that flew out there with us. We took off with the airplane, flew it around a little bit, flew by the airport, shut one engine off, you know, flying by one engine, you know. Landed, gave the guy the cash, flew it to Florida.
Not just like that.
Then we had our first airplane. We went through 5 of them
5.
because
So-
I wouldn't keep using the same aircraft.
Yeah, smart.
I would
smart.
use an aircraft like 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
and I would just put it at the airport and leave it there, you know. But my friend owned this spot at the airport,
Mhm.
so I can remember one day I looked out there and we had a DC-3, a DC-6, a DC-3, a Twin Beach, and 2 Ted Smith Aerostars at my friend's place, plus all his airplanes. You know, he was a World War II guy. Matter of fact, Jacques Cousteau,
Yeah.
you know his son,
No, but tell me.
Philippe,
Okay.
the one that got killed in the airplane.
Okay.
That airplane was right there next to ours. That
Holy
big
shit.
seaplane, that giant ass seaplane that they
Yeah.
dove off of.
Wow.
Pretty crazy, huh?
So you're just stacking airplanes, stacking cheddar in the fucking shoebox,
Yeah.
and you guys didn't learn how to fly. You had a pilot for these missions, right?
Oh, I can fly.
You can fly.
Yeah.
He does it all.
I don't
folks.
have a license.
I don't know if he could
He,
still
he
fly.
does it all, folks.
I don't know if I could still. No, I could fly.
A small plane?
Yeah,
What
no,
kind of plane
no.
would
It's
you
like riding a
feel
bike.
confident? No, seriously, right now, what kind of plane would you feel confident flying?
Probably like a twin beach with a front wheel drive.
Like you could go through the whole thing and do it.
Yeah, I could get the plane off the ground.
That's wild.
Off the ground.
My mom flew
That's
too.
a start.
My mom was a pilot too, so it's wild.
Oh,
He was a
shit.
pilot and my mom was a pilot, and she could only fly a small plane, like a Cessna, but she loved it, and it's just funny to hear that he still could do that because like I get scared when he's driving a car now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, yesterday, my heart went boom.
Yeah,
three
we're
times.
driving and he says, "Rich, look at that mansion up at the top of that hill. Look at that thing." And I look for a second. And he's like, "You see it?" And then he's like, "Arr!" I'm like, "Fucking, you fucking stop telling me to look at stuff."
Oh shit! While you were driving?
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I
he
was
was
driving. I was
driving.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't really let him drive too much. I do let him drive now and then because he drives all the time. I trust his driving, but it's like when I'm around, I kind of want to give him a break.
Yeah,
you know?
sure. Pops is still running and gunning. I can see it.
Yeah.
I see you still got the eye of the tiger, Pops.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So and then so things progressed. Wound up buying a ship in Thailand. Wind up buying an oil tanker, cleaning out all the tanks, washing them down, making them so you could sleep in them if you had to.
Yeah.
Just to put 50,000 pounds of tie stick in it.
Okay.
Bring it to Oregon.
Really?
Yeah.
How much does an oil tanker run you? Asking for a friend.
Nowadays.
I think we bought it. I think we paid like 70 grand for it. But it
Not
was
bad.
old and beat up. But then we took it to Singapore and had it refurbished.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we were making like serious money.
I know. I can imagine.
And I mean, I would sell 20,000 pounds to one of my friends in New York for $250 a pound.
And what do you get with the pound? What'd you get the pounds for?
What did I get it for?
Yeah.
I could get them for next to nothing.
$10.
No, not even.
I was not even.
$10.
I was joking, by the way.
No, like
Seriously?
maybe like maybe $3 to $10.
$3 to $10 a pound.
3 to 10.
Wow.
3 to 10.
Fucking A, man.
Depending on when it.
Sure.
But it's growing on your own property.
Yeah.
But I didn't grow it on my property.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
We grew it on the third mountain. Remember I told you we had to go up to mountains up and down and I got pictures of that too. I found.
Wow.
With
So
me
you're
and my
growing
phone.
weed?
Huh?
You're growing weed.
Yeah, we grew
You
some
are
weed.
growing weed
Yeah.
in Colombia and harvesting it and transporting it.
Yeah, packing it. Matter of fact, I sent down.
I don't think they were harvesting it. They had people who harvested
Yeah,
it.
the
No,
crew.
we had
They
your
packed
crew.
it. They packed it.
Yeah.
I had my
yeah.
crew doing everything.
For sure. For
You
sure.
know, they didn't talk English. I had a guy that
Yeah, you got your main guy.
Romero,
Yeah.
Romero.
Shout out to
And
Romero.
I had Pablo to talk to Romero.
my middle name.
Beautiful.
Ironically.
Get the fuck. Bro, you fucking gave him the middle name of your guy in Colombia? This story is so good.
That's why it was going.
That's
was
so
my
good.
guy.
That shows it was going good, right?
So
My guy made it possible
It's fucking
for me to sit here right now talking to you about cannabis.
wow.
That guy. That's why he has his name.
Yeah.
He was a special man.
No shit.
He was only like 5 foot tall.
Yeah.
He could move a fucking mountain in a half an hour.
Yeah.
I said, a mountain, bro. He'd blah, 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 blah. Psh. You'd look around in an hour, the mountain was gone. What the fuck?
That's
He was a
nuts.
really special guy.
Damn, man.
I remember
So-
I bought him a day President diamond Rolex with hidden clasp, right? When I was buying them, they were $7,200. You walk right into Mayer's Jewelry, the fanciest jeweler in Fort Lauderdale, Pompano. They were $7,200. The first one I bought, I think, was 6,000.
Wow.
And I gave it to him. That cat never took that watch off. And once, I remember, he had the watch, he wore the watch constantly. And he bought this little speedboat in Colombia, you know, just to have. So when we were down there, we could speed around in bays and all that, just have fun, you know. And you know the thing to crank, when you crank it?
Yeah.
He had his hand down like this, and the thing, the pin that it was holding it, it let go, and the boat was, you know, it wanted to go in the water. So the thing came around so fast and so violent, it hit the face of the watch and flattened it out. It saved his wrist.
That's crazy.
So, of course, we had to get him another one.
Oh, shit, bro. I know he was hurt.
True story.
He was hurt.
True story.
Mentally.
He was broken by it.
Yeah, I know.
He loved it so much.
He'd rather broke his wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you a stand-up guy. You got another one?
His son's name is Richard.
No shit. No shit. You still talk to this guy? Is he still around?
No, he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, God bless. Wow, man. Wow. So how long does this go on for, and when does it get hot, and when is the end of that?
It went on from the early 70s.
Okay.
Really till the beginning of the 80s, right?
Beginning
Because
80s?
the whole thing with JJ was a setup, so.
Yeah, well, that came later
So it was
on.
like he wanted to stop after he got out.
Okay.
When I
last
went to
time.
prison the first time, I said, "This ain't me." Yeah,
Okay, so
You
you
know,
did
I
a bid
little,
before
like
the big
a 3-year
stretch.
bid, you know.
Got you.
I said, "Nope, this ain't me, bro."
Yeah.
And when I got out, this certain person that I knew had taken something of mine and crashed it, an airplane, and he owed me money, and that's what happened. He set me up.
Damn.
And I mean, this guy helped him buy his property. I helped him get an operation on his kid, like all kinds of stuff.
I'm sure the list goes
The guy's
on.
name was JJ, and
There
his
you
wife.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Not cool, but that's what I'll do.
Yeah, they had like a ranch and shit.
I don't even think the
They had
guy's alive
like a
anymore.
ranch and a
That's the first bid you did?
no, the first.
This is the big one
Yeah,
that
the big
JJ set you up.
Yeah,
Got you.
and that was like he basically had like a ranch with like a landing strip on his ranch.
Got
He
you.
was moving blow and guns and.
Oh, all
No,
kinds of
yeah,
wild
he
shit.
was out of
and when
control.
he got-
Extras,
when
the
he got
extras.
busted. He flipped on him.
Got you. Okay, so let's see. So what year was that, and what did you actually get hit with? How much?
A small amount. I was actually charged
Wow.
with a reverse thing. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
That's where the government sets you up.
In the worst way.
Mm.
And it was like I don't know, 1,500 pounds, right?
Yeah, 1,500 pounds. From Colombia, like claimed. They had the weirdest part is they produced some of the evidence in the room, in the courtroom.
Well, here's what it was.
But he never. It never was his weed or anybody from them.
Yeah, it was Jamaican
right?
weed that they took out of their warehouse that they got from
crazy
another bust of ours.
Okay. Wow. So they reset you up with weed you already got busted
Yep.
with.
Well, not got busted,
Not busted
but
with.
that they just
They
caught.
confiscated. Yeah. Wow.
You know, with my crews, a lot of times, the cops would get there. There'd be an airplane with the engines running, a truck, a car, and no people.
What's up, fam? Just want to take a second to shout out my sponsors over at Buck Mountain Cannabis Delivery. Single source flower, rosin, hash holes, and pre-rolls. All produced in the Sierra foothills of Nevada County. Always fresh depths and light assist direct from the farm. Their product is never more than 6 months old from harvest. Grown with passion and obsession to produce the best sun-grown cannabis possible. And if it's from Buck Mountain, you know it's smoking. Serving Grass Valley and Sacramento. Go check out the menu at buckmountaincannabis.com. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. Really? Would you guys start everything and just get low?
We made everything, when we were doing it, we made sure that we had spots. If something came off, if the cops were on the way in, or the people that take care of the animals and stuff, you know, they look out for the animal. What do they call them guys?
RSPCA, I don't know.
No, the guys that drive
The
around in
Rangers.
trucks
The
and-
Rangers?
Right, they're like
The
a ranger.
Kind of like.
You know, they're always snooping around. So
Yeah. And this is in Florida
In Florida.
at this time.
Everything was in Florida. I mean, I brought 30,000 pounds right into my neighborhood where I grew up. Right into the boatyard my friend owned.
God bless you. Just out here doing the Lord's work.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's like it does trip me out to think about, because knowing how much he brought in and how many people actually got that tree, like on the East Coast, like how many people it really influenced to like the tree.
Bro.
It's like it's a deep.
Yeah, my mom was probably smoking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's so crazy about it?
It's crazy.
I like Steve
I would
D'Angelo tell him that he sold his weed at some point, or just funny things like where it's like, oh shit, that shit is so crazy, because it wasn't that. It's like how it's a small world now.
Yeah,
It was a small world then.
Yeah,
You know.
But it looked big.
No, I got you.
Yeah, no doubt, and it was big. Let's not downplay it. It was big. You were doing big, bro, and like for that amount to come in, you know, you being one of the big plugs, like that shit gets spread out, bro, and down to the last fucking nickel bag. You know what I mean? It's a trip, dude.
You know, it was so wild. I'd bring 25,000 pounds into New York, give it to my friend on a Thursday night. Fucking Saturday, he'd be telling me, hey, man, can you do anything?
Fucking New York, man.
So they would smoke up that much weed on a fucking weekend.
Bro, New York, ain't nothing changed about New York.
For real.
Smokers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's so
New York
cool
does everything
about
big,
it?
man.
You know what's so cool about New York?
What's up?
Wherever you can smoke a cigarette, you
Oh.
can smoke a joint now.
How does that feel, my friend? To go back to your home turf.
Oh, my
As it feels
God.
fucking phenomenal when I go back.
Amazing to me, dude.
Because when I moved, the shit was all still legal. I moved 7 years ago on August 1st. I moved out here.
Bro, it was like you were fucked if you smoked weed.
Yeah,
outside.
dog. Yeah.
For sure.
And I'm doing the Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York hustle.
It's crazy, bro. I'll
You know what
never
I'm saying?
forget what I
Being
went
3
to.
states in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
I could not believe it.
shady
When I was just
plates
like,
and fucking.
when I saw it everywhere and I saw people smoking, and it did bug me out. It really
Bugged
did
out,
bug me
dog.
out. But in a great way.
So I just set up a table and started trapping
Yeah.
in the park, dog. I was
think
like,
we did
I had
the same
to.
thing one day.
I had to, bro.
I was
It's incredible.
in front of that Method Man concert.
It's amazing, bro. Okay, so unfortunately, you did get popped that time, and you got 98 years. You were sentenced to
Yeah, I remember we were in the court.
98
We were in
years,
the
and you were
courtroom.
11 at this time.
Yeah, I was
brother?
11 at that
Okay.
time, and me and my mom went to the courtroom to see his judgment. We thought we didn't even think he was going to be found guilty, you know?
Okay.
So when we went there, it was kind of like his attorney was telling him he was going to get some kind of like lenient sentence.
Okay.
And then when the judge hit the gavel, then they deliberated after, because they went to deliberate. First they said, we're going to go deliberate.
You got to remember the jury instructions.
12
They're
to
giving the
17
jury
years.
instructions to the jury, right? And the jury instructions are actually telling the people that are telling them the instructions for the jury to go back and find guilty, not guilty.
Sure.
If he's found guilty, blah, 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 he'll get 12 to 17. The recommendation the probation people made was 12.
Yeah, so
At
that's
that time, if you went into
Okay.
prison with 12 years, you were home in 3 months. So they would have released me right from the courthouse.
Okay.
So, but the jury don't know about the 12 to 17 deal. They only know about the maximum and like the maximum medium stuff.
Right.
So when they came back and they found me guilty of conspiracy to trafficking, and conspiracy to trafficking and conspiring, and racketeering,
then it was a wrap.
Oh.
it was a wrap.
This is when Rico was already out.
Yeah,
They got Rico out.
Yeah, he got
already?
the Rico.
Okay.
He got the Rico. So they gave him 330. So they said they read it out. It was crazy. So it was kind of like me and my mom was in the courtroom, right?
Running consecutive, not concurrent.
I ain't seen him in months. He's been waiting
Right.
for court. You know?
Right.
And it's like we're waiting to hear, and they come out and they say 3 consecutive 30-year sentences.
3 consecutive.
And then something to do with him violating his prior charge. That was the 8 years?
They gave me 8 years for violating parole.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So he violated his prior parole.
And then they gave me 2 3-year sentences, mandatory, running wild, because it was over 100 pounds.
And they came back and they said a total of 98 years. Boom. And we were like,
what?
We were like, what the fuck? Yo, I just remember everybody just kind of like dropping in silence. And he was like, his attorney was telling him, don't worry, we're going to get this figured out, blah, 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 blah. He's looking at me and he's like, I could tell. He's just like, no fucking. And I mean, I'm 11 at the time, so my perception of it is very minor for how heavy it really is.
Sure,
you know?
Sure. Could you even fathom what that meant?
No.
Okay.
Hell no.
That's very young.
At 11, you can't fathom that. You know what I mean?
No,
all I've done with him is go out on boats, go fishing. You know, he's growing up, just being places. You know, I know nothing of that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it was just like, okay. I mean, to be honest, it's weird because right after it happened, because it had happened previously in my life when I was, what was I, 4 or 3?
Go ahead.
No, I was 4 when you got locked up the first time, right?
Yeah, you were very young.
Catskill. I was 3.5, maybe 4. I have a vague memory of it because I was looking for him the whole day in the house.
Okay.
And my grandma kept going like, he's somewhere, but he's not around, you know? And he was hiding somewhere in the house because the feds was coming. He knew the feds was coming. So it was like, it was fucking crazy. The whole day I was looking for him. And then I just remember the Fed telling me like, don't worry, kid, your dad will be fine. You know, it's like, I was like, what the that memory is still in my head. That's I think that might be the earliest memory of my life.
Wow. Well,
that's when Grandma fed the feds, right?
Yeah. Fed the feds.
Fed the feds.
The feds ate at my pop's house upstate New York.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, they had me handcuffed, and the main agent, there was 2 of them.
And I thought he was in the safe.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Where were you hiding, man?
I was hiding in this closet upstairs that was made to put mink coats and stuff in.
Yep.
But it was a panel. If you didn't know it was there, you couldn't know that there was room.
Like I didn't know when I lived in the house.
No doubt.
You know
No doubt.
That's why I used to keep all my
that
guns.
Scooby Doo wall. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's crazy, man. So this is actually a good segue into your journey in your life.
So the officer, the head fed says, take the cuffs off him. He ain't going nowhere. And the fed took me in the living room, right? He said, you know, if you try to run, I'm going to shoot you and kill you. I said, okay.
That's what they did back then. I feel like there was a lot less paperwork for shooting somebody.
When they came to the house,
when
they came to the house,
you know what I'm saying?
I thought I was getting away, right?
And it was paper.
They came up the driveway. Yeah. They called on the phone, and they said, we're coming up the driveway. Leash the dogs or we'll shoot them. So the first thing I said was to his uncle, which was a young kid, I said, go open the kennel and let all the Rottweilers out. There was 2 of them out on the property.
Let them all out.
My female and male. But I had other Rottweilers in there.
They had puppies.
Puppies, that were like 6 months old, nice stuff. Yeah. And I grabbed my jacket and I ran downstairs. When the phone rang, I was upstairs. I picked up the phone and he said, I'm coming up the driveway, blah, blah. My driveway was like a quarter of a mile long, so I knew it was going to take him a few seconds to get in.
Yeah.
And I looked out the window and I seen dust, but I couldn't see the car yet. And I grabbed like 20 grand out of my top drawer of my thing, and I stuck it in my pocket. And I ran down the stairs into the basement, and out the back door I had 2 snowmobiles. 115, 120 mile an hour snowmobiles. I put my jacket on because I had to come back for it. I was almost out the door and I had to go back and get a jacket because it was too cold. I flipped the things open, you know, for the doors.
Yeah, from the basement.
From the basement.
Yeah.
I flipped the thing
from
open.
the East Coast. I'm very familiar.
And the guy's standing there with a 44 Magnum with a barrel like this long, shaking. I said, bro, whoa, what's going on here? I said, I'm not a violent guy. What are you doing? He said, get on the ground. And the ground was all wet. I said, I ain't getting on the fucking ground. You're crazy. Wanted me to get in the mud.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't getting down on the ground. He said, don't you move. And he's shaking, man. And I look up, and there's a ledge. Goes up about 150 feet, a whole mountain, you know, but it's all flat, and then it goes up. I had my satellite dish up there. It was up about, I guess it went up about 80 or 90 feet. And I see a guy laying there with a rifle, you know, with the rifle over the thing. There was no way I was getting away. They had it all set up.
Yeah.
They plotted out the whole deal first.
They boxed you in.
I mean, if they're up in upstate New York from Florida, you already know you're done.
Yeah.
If they got that resource on you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Was it wintertime?
Huh?
It was wintertime at the time, upstate? You said the snowmobile.
It was wintertime.
It was wintertime because I remember they took me to Fonda, New York. It was named after the Fonda family, the movie people, the actress and the actresses, and the men. And I can remember I was laying in the cell. It was a federal cell because the feds had busted me. You know, the U.S. Marshals and the feds took me into custody. And I remember I looked out the cell window, and there was like a foot of snow on the ground. I said, wow. But in the car on the way there, I had like 4 joints in my cigarette pack. They let me take a pack of cigarettes with me. And I'm in the back of the car, right? And I said, how long is it going to take? He said, about another half hour, because it was snowing so hard. You know, it didn't start to stick yet, but it was coming down. I knew it was going to stick. So I'm in the back seat. I'm not even cuffed. I go and get a cigarette. I smoke a cigarette. Then I threw it out. I said, I'm going to try these motherfuckers. I took out the joint. I lit it. I took like 4 quick. He said, what are you doing? They pulled off the highway, and they took the cigarettes off me.
Oh, wrong cigarette, officer. Damn, that's fucking pretty legend.
Fucking dude.
I have not done that.
Pretty
sir.
crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy, bro.
I've been.
Whatever.
I've done some pretty fucking wild. I knew I was going. So
Yeah, you're a wild boy, man.
what the fuck are they going to charge me for having a joint in my pocket?
Come on.
I remember they took the money. I had like 20 grand in my pocket. They took the money right there. I said, well, give the fucking money to my mother. What we don't got to. Said, oh, it's $100 bills or something.
What does that mean?
Said it could be counterfeit $100 bills or something. They said, you know, just because they wanted to make it look good.
Yeah, of
They
course.
took a shotgun off the wall.
Yes, sir.
Never gave me a receipt for it. I told them keep it.
And you were there at this time.
I was there in that house. Yeah.
And this is the first time you got popped, or the second time?
First time.
It's the first time. Okay. Yeah. So the second time you got popped, you were 11.
Yeah, I was 11.
Right.
And yeah.
So let me see this through your lens now, how your life plays out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was pretty wild because I didn't know the severity of it probably till I was like, 14.
Okay.
Or 15. It started to really click.
Yeah.
I went to school with somebody whose father had been locked up for a similar case, and we became good friends. So then we understood it way more and got to like get what our family was hiding from us.
Okay.
Because they didn't want to tell us everything. At first, it was like your pops is in prison for tax evasion. You know what I mean?
Got you.
11 years old. I mean, even seeing the sentencing, I wasn't understanding what everything was about because I wasn't there for the full court case. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like really understanding it was around 14 and getting a grasp on like, whoa, I lost my dad type of thing. And probably being a bit angry towards him for a while.
Of course, there's
like
that.
some kind of bitterness that I had in my heart, also to do with my mother raising me.
Yeah.
And her struggle and her plight, and then
for sure.
knowing like the whole situation, like, so I think there was like probably a bitterness until I was like 16 or something like that, maybe 17, and then we started to communicate more and become like active on the phone calls, and I'd say really like it's weird because only communicating through a phone for so long, it like makes such a weird, vague memory, you know? So what we did was that for pretty much 20 years from that point, you know? So from when I left, so what had happened was I caught this little case where me and my homie were like in a parking lot in Disney, and some cops pulled us over and we each had an ounce of weed and some acid on us, and we just got like hillbilly style, like pulled over, you know?
Gotcha.
So when that case got set at me, my mom was like, look, you're following in the same footsteps as your dad, and you got to leave Florida. Like, I can see what's about to happen.
Okay.
You got to get up out of here, you know? So first, I had gone to Costa Rica and studied down there for a little while, and I really didn't like it down there. Like, it's like a place to stay. It was, I guess maybe the mentality just wasn't for me. I was more like a city kid, you know?
Sure.
I'll put it that way. And ended up going back to Florida, and then my mom was like, yo, you cannot stay here. Like, she was like firm on it. I was like, oh shit, she's not. And I wanted, of course, you're young, you know, you're 14, 15, you want to hang with all your friends and shit like that.
Sure.
So it was actually my 16th birthday, and she was like, you got to go. You got to leave Florida. You're getting into the wrong type of shit. Bless her soul, she sent me to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam?
Yeah. And
why in the world?
Well, her sister was out there, and she had AIDS.
Okay.
So she was like, I want you also to find my sister and go out there and study. And it was kind of like a mission / permission. You know, like, I'll take care of your school if you go out there and like find my sister and type of thing.
Okay.
Which was pretty crazy because at the time it scared me to think about that, like to go find my aunt who had AIDS that I didn't really know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Back then, AIDS was
But
like, whoa.
it was scary.
We didn't know.
Like, we didn't know.
How do you get it?
Yeah, it was like,
You know?
I was afraid to be around her at first, but
bro.
end up saving the whole relationship and got to know her really well, and she was a great person.
Cool.
But I went there like on a 2-week stay at first to check out a school, and then met my wife in a record store.
No shit.
And it was like, boom, okay.
Love at first sight?
Yeah, it
Nice.
was. It really was.
God bless.
And that's 30 years ago.
Wow, no shit, man. Whoa.
So, like, trippy shit. So started to build right away with my girl, and yeah, life just started to take its place. And after we had our first kid, and then opening a business, you start to feel like, God damn, man, I'm smoking weed every day. I'm with a whole generation of people that smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
I've been going back now to Cali even, and seeing like weed is about to get legal here for real. And I'm just like, oh shit, like, why is my dad in prison anymore?
Right.
So at a certain point, that clicked in my head.
Okay.
You know? And yeah, I need water.
Yeah, we
I
need
have to
another
keep
water?
going.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out my sponsors over at Grove Bags. Listen, Grove Bags are hands down the best way to store your cannabis. Forget jars, forget Mylars. Nobody does it like Grove Bags. Listen, it's a 6-layer, non-static bag. State-of-the-art technology. It's going to keep your weed fresher for longer. It keeps your cannabis between 58 and 62% humidity at all times, the optimal humidity to store cannabis. It's going to increase your shelf life, help prevent mold, weight reduction. Hands down, it's the best product out there. We don't use anything but Grove Bags at Good Pizza. And especially if your product is in stores, we all know there's some shelf life issues at the stores. This is going to keep your product lasting longer on those shelves. So when your customer goes to try it, it's going to be fresh cannabis. Listen, if you want to store your cannabis the proper way, use Grove Bags. Use promo code PIZZA with 3 Z's. That's PIZZZA. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
So yeah, just like getting there, meeting my girl, And then seeing all that, you know, because my girl's from the Bay Area, let me not skip that point. So I started coming back and meeting the family.
Okay.
So that brought me to the Bay Area.
Gotcha.
And then I had met somebody else from the Bay Area at the same time that was a good friend named Genesee Lewis. Shout out.
Oh shit,
Genstar.
that's fucking Cosmo's homie.
Yeah, that's Cos my homie too.
No
fam.
shit, dog.
Yeah, we all fam.
Waters run deep, bro.
Yeah, we all fam. We went.
Yeah.
You know, so
Who was Cosmo?
You've been around, dog.
Cosmo is
I remember Cosmo.
Cosmo. You've met him probably through Burn. Shout out Burn also, Big Burn.
Hell
But yeah, just like Cos is part of the music family, and then
yeah.
basically kept coming back to the Bay and seeing what was happening with Tree, and then going back to Amsterdam and being up on Tree like that, you know. So
Yeah,
there was like there
two
was some,
major factors of the
there
world.
was some Bay Area shit coming out there.
Okay.
And people was trying to grow certain strains out there. And
Yeah.
weed has always been given back and forth from like Canada, California, and Amsterdam. Like,
Yep. Yep.
been like a thing going on. And then basically just saw what was going on with weed and wanted my pops out. And then having the communication always with my cousin, my blood cousin Kenneth, who's my partner now and co-founder of Delisioso with my dad.
Okay.
We like lived through this. The crazy part that we lived through is this whole like kind of information highway shit broke through while we was growing up. You know,
Yeah.
like there was internet all of a sudden. You know,
Yeah.
you had.
I remember.
So I remember all of a sudden we can talk like without having a phone line, because I'm in Amsterdam, right?
right.
He's in Brooklyn, or he's in New York somewhere, either Brooklyn or Manhattan.
Your
And we're
cousin.
talking, yeah, my cousin Kenneth, and we're just talking all the time. And through hip hop, because I was like MC and he was a DJ, we always had this wish that we would be the MC and the
shit.
DJ, so that we try to keep that connection and
For sure.
evolve that through time. So
When you start spitting, when you was a teenager?
yeah,
Okay.
pretty much,
Cool.
around that time. And then seeing even more activists like and more things through music, and seeing also Burn do what he did and make moves with power plays with like legal cannabis. It hit me on a level like, oh shit, bro. It started to awaken something in the back of my head, you know? And I think that was like the fact that I could use cannabis and the industry that was evolving to shine a light on him, you know? And through, basically time and, you know, always staying close to the Tree and music, I got to channel people to understand what he was going through and use social media to fucking get people to break him out of prison, you know?
That's wild, bro. In the meantime, before that happens, you told me a little bit about your past. So you're in extraction now. You're doing BHO, rosin. What years is that?
That was then. I'd say that's like 2014,
Okay.
15, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'd say around 16 it started to get into rosin.
Okay.
You know, and then just also being a kind of, you know, when you have a network and you live in Amsterdam, it's just you're just connecting dots nonstop.
Oh
You
my
know what I'm
God,
saying?
yeah,
It just
bro.
becomes a nonstop. Amsterdam's like nonstop playland. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't stop it, and it's a gray area, so it's like you don't
Yeah.
feel wrong. Nobody's fucking shaming you.
Yeah.
And it's just like you're fast forward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was like, basically, luckily, I got introduced to people like DNA Genetics. Don started to let me run stuff for them with the group of people that I was extracting with. Shout out to Ramon with we were doing something called OCD Labs at the time. So
Okay.
it was like we started to make an impact with that, and every time we got noticed or won an accolade, I'd get to speak to all those people about him.
Yeah.
So I was using that platform to like, it was like a real use of it, you know what I mean?
Sure,
Just
sure.
to make sure, and don't get me wrong, I love terps, like 100%. So I'm
Of course.
I'd say like maybe a taste maker of sorts, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or a chaser,
Flavor chaser.
flavor chaser.
Yeah, I would say I'm a flavor chaser
slash maker, because I think that you need the cultivators need good marketing people and people to really take their shit to where it has to go.
Of course.
You know, so it's like
synonymous relationship.
Yeah, it's a super synonymous. Yeah, it's necessary. We need each other, like, really.
And when it happens and you pull it off, it's fucking beautiful.
It's amazing.
It really is. And you leave the fucking egos out. You grew it, I sold it, I marketed it, I'm bigging you up. You bigging me. It's a movement, bro. It's a family.
Make the movement,
bro.
and show that whole movement to the game, and then everybody moves on that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Dude.
And it's happening.
And everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. We're doing what we love to do.
No.
We're doing what we used to get fucking arrested for, chased by cops for when we were kids, like doing bids for, and we're feeding our families, man.
Yeah.
Can't beat that with a bat, bro.
So, yeah, I mean, pretty much go through the extract, and then trying to get him out basically came to the point of, it really came to COVID. You know what I mean? That what helped him get
When
out.
you had that dream.
Yeah. It was weird. It was weird as fuck, dude.
You had a premonition, bro.
It kind of was. It wasn't kind of a premonition.
You did.
Because it's all real. It's a premonition. And it was weird because I was talking to him so much at that time. He started to have this video system. For the first time, he had a video system, right? How much do we have to pay for each video?
Oh, on the thing?
How much was it? $12 a video?
Something like that, yeah.
It was $12 for a 30-second video, right? So you got this 30-second, like, MPEG'd out bullshit, like,
Oh my God.
hey, yo, Rich, what's going on?
Right.
They got me wearing masks in here. Guy got COVID. Gotta talk to you tomorrow. Love you.
Fuck, for $12,
bro. And it was like crazy because JPay. It was connected to JPay.
Yeah, I remember JPay.
Yeah.
I was just talking about JPay yesterday, bro.
Shit is fucked up, bro. We live in.
Shout out to JPay.
Yo,
Wow, they're on every angle to JPay.
shout out to y'all for real.
Yeah,
Thanks
because
for
we
letting
don't
us
got
communicate.
to fly kites no more.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's insane.
Send them a fucking message. You know.
For real.
Damn.
But yeah. So then it started with this like COVID thing, and I remember it's funny. So we bring it to that point right there. Pelly hit me up. He's like, "Yo," he's like, "Champelli." Shout out to Champelli.
Shout out Pelly.
For real. Big up. Salute. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, Rick, what's going on?" And we always like co-motivated each other, in communication, and just supported each other through life in a certain way. So he hit me up and he's like, "Yo, bro," he's like, "Have you hit up Steve D'Angelo lately about the Last Prisoners project?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let me hit him again." You know, so we're on the call. I hit him again, and I'm like, I'm gonna hit him with this whole dream. Like, yo, I had a dream. My dad died of COVID. Yo, this shit's fucked up. Can y'all please fucking kind of react on this shit and not just let it dangle anymore? Because it's just like anybody taking time to react to me at that point was just making me like, I just didn't. I was thinking like, I don't gotta fuck with this no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I reached out again, and then within 2 days, somebody hit me back, which was Jaco. Shout out to Jaco. Steve's assistant, and all of a sudden a movement started to happen. You know, it was like Mary hit me up. Shout out to Mary Bailey.
Yeah, Mary.
Yeah, we love you.
We love
Shout
you,
out to
baby.
Mary.
Yeah, she's
We
amazing.
love you, girl.
Last Prisoners Project.
Hell yeah.
So,
The best.
Beautiful.
basically, she hit me up and got me connected to a woman named Kiara. Kiara hit me up, called me, and then Mariah called me, and then all of a sudden I knew this was like, these were real attorneys.
Oh, no
They were
shit.
like
Here comes the
young,
snowball.
Young, strong women attorneys,
Nice.
like all hitting me up on video calls, and I was like, okay, this is really happening now.
Yeah,
They're saying
yeah.
that they're gonna get pro bono. The wild part was Mary was from Polk County, where he's sentenced,
Oh,
right?
no shit.
and then the woman Kiara worked for the Florida State Department prosecution.
Oh,
So
interesting.
she felt so needed to help and get him free.
Wow,
you know? It was like,
dude.
it's just crazy. So I knew something was happening because they were all calling me, and nobody had ever fucking taken any action like that
Yeah.
in the past, you know. Meanwhile, me and my cousin had been trying to pay an attorney for like 2 years and make an agreement with him to give him like $5,000 a month, and he wouldn't accept. He wanted like at least 20. It's like crazy. So it was like all of a sudden, all these fucking,
And they don't do anything.
all these dominoes were
Right,
falling.
yeah.
Like
This is
boom,
the
boom,
appeals
boom.
lawyer.
Yeah, for real. So the
Fuck,
dominoes
bro.
started to fall. Basically, at that point, I remember, like, Kiara called me and she told me, like, yo, your dad is gonna get out. I'm just letting you know he's gonna get out. Like, and it was weird. I went up to my computer. I had like a little studio, little like man cave.
Yeah.
And I went up to check online. The only way I could only check on him online was go to the Florida Inmate Data Research Base and search his picture and see what his case was and when his release date was. That shit always said 2028 or 26, 27. It would fluctuate, like, depending on what his gain time was, you know?
Mhm.
And I went and checked it. My uncle called me and he's like, so, my bad. My uncle called me.
Yeah, that's how you went up and
I'm
checked
sorry,
it.
my bad. I got to bring that back.
No, you good. Yeah, run it back.
So
Run it back.
my uncle calls me up and he's like, yo, Rick, go on the website and check your dad's database shit. And I'm like, and it's the middle of the night. He's calling me at midnight. My uncle never calls me this late.
For
I'm
sure.
like, okay. My uncle David, shout out Dave, we love you.
Shout out.
Yeah, we do love you.
So all of a sudden he calls me and he's like, yo, check the site, and it's like release date 2020.
Holy shit.
It's the night of fucking Halloween, and it says something like it wasn't right yet because it said something else, right? Because they readjusted it.
Yeah, well, they
First it said it said like not December, it said like July or something.
yeah, like 5, 7
It
months.
said like 7 more months, you know. But I was like, I went in, I shook my wife's foot in the bed. I said, yo, wake up, babe. I ain't believe this shit. Yo, listen, I'm telling you, I just checked the database site. My pop's gonna get out this year. No bullshit. And she was like, I'm waking up. Is this a dream? You know, I said,
Right.
wake up. Yo, I'm telling you, this shit's for real, you know? I talked with my girl for a minute, went and showed her on the computer. She's like, oh,
Holy
shit.
Fuck.
And then the next day they called me and there was like a Fox. Bro, all of a sudden Fox picked the story up in Florida. So all of a sudden, like in a place, Florida's legal cannabis, right?
Right.
So legal medical at the time.
Yep.
And they're like, this guy's doing life for weed. So all of a sudden it's like, get this guy out of prison. You know what I mean? We got to get Richard
My
Delisi
friend
out of
says
prison.
to me, I'm sitting on my bed, and one of the guys in the quad
Yeah.
comes to the room and says, you're going to be on the 10 o'clock news. I said, get the fuck out of here. He said, you're going to be on the 10 o'clock news, dude.
Bro,
And it was
crazy.
like about 5 to 10. I went out there, and sure enough, bro.
There he is. The big dog.
It was crazy. It was my
Let's
uncle talking
fucking
about how he
go.
wanted to hug him and couldn't wait to hug him. And it
Yeah,
was with
right?
It was with the
Jesus.
attorney that was talking to me. She was in the news article, in the news, the whole news piece. So I was just like, whoa, dude, this shit is fucking crazy. All of a sudden, I made plans to come back.
Yeah.
Took the whole family for 3 weeks.
Oh.
Pelly was there.
Amazing.
Pelly showed
no
up.
way,
yeah, Pelly
dog.
kicked it. We got all that film. We got all that footage on Red. We about to.
No
That's
way.
another thing. What's going on? We got a movie coming up, and there's a lot of little documentary things that are coming up. A lot of little things
That's
happening.
incredible.
Yeah,
I
working
mean,
on a book also for.
There's no shortage of stories or fucking trials and tribulations for that fucking movie.
You know
It's
why?
crazy.
Because it just wasn't one.
Yeah.
Each
this is-
trip you made was a full story in itself.
Yeah.
Great.
You know, like if you
You're a
loaded
series, pal. You can't fit in a movie. Yeah, real shit.
Real shit. No,
Yeah,
real shit.
a couple part season series, bro. Man. Don't
Good to
forget
know.
your boy when you guys blow up. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the little guys. You feel me?
Absolutely.
You good. You good.
Oh yeah, bro. Wow. That just hearing that story and like experiencing that with the two of you, man, and just, picturing it in my own way, man, it just like gave me chills. And like I couldn't imagine the joy that your family had, obviously you had. Like the words can't describe that type of feeling unless, unfortunately you went through it, man. God damn, bro. That's so heavy.
Yeah, we went
Wow. Blessings, man.
through. Big up, brother.
Yeah. I've never met you, so welcome home. I know it's
Yeah.
been a couple years late,
Thank
but
you.
god damn, I have to say it, man. Shit.
December 4th year.
Oh, man. So you got out December 2020.
Yeah, got out December 2020.
Fucking didn't see that Christmas coming, did you? Fuck.
When I went back to the cell
Yeah.
and told,
Tell me your feelings, man. What's
when
going
I
on
went
with you?
back to the cell and told my roommate,
Yeah.
I said, "Hey, Sean, I'm going home before you."
Motherfucker.
She said, "Get out of here." I said, "I'm going home December 8th."
Holy
He
shit.
fucking almost fell off the bunk.
Jeez.
He was like, "You got to be kidding me." And he's my dear friend today.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Yeah, shout out Sean Bass.
Yeah,
Shout
shout
Sean,
out
man.
to Sean Bass for
Shout
sure.
to Sean, man. He's still down?
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's
When's he
home.
He's home?
He's home.
Cool, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, okay. So now you're home. What's the first move? Are you already, where are you living at this point? You
So
still
I'm
in
living
Amsterdam?
in Amsterdam, yeah. So
You're
I
in
came
Hawaii
out
now?
for 3
Where you
weeks.
at?
I'm in Maui now.
You're in Maui
Yeah,
now.
I live in Maui now.
I like your moves, bro.
Yo, big up.
We'll get into that.
Respect. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta come out there too.
For sure.
So I'm in Amsterdam at the time. I come out for 3 weeks to see him. Bring together, get my sister down from Kentucky, and my cousin came, and we all just congregated. I rented like the biggest fucking house I could afford at the time.
Sure.
I think what was like 4 bedrooms or something like that, 5 bedrooms.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And had a pool and a backyard and all that shit. Wasn't nothing flashy, but it was right in the hood that I
Yeah.
had left when I went to Amsterdam. So it was
Okay.
like in the same exact hood, which was pretty grimy, for real.
Wait, what town, state,
It's South
country?
Broward. They call it South Broward.
Okay,
South
so Broward,
Florida.
got it,
Yeah,
got it.
South Broward. And we
Got
were
it.
over there like in pretty much like, what is that area called right there? What was that?
Hollandale. No,
We weren't in
No,
Hollandale. We
not
were like,
Hollandale.
we were over there towards
Davie.
the airport, Davie. Anyway, so we rent that spot. We all get together. We all kick it. You know, I had, cause I'm coming there. You know, I had some tree with me and had like some biscotti and something, just a few like up to date flavors.
Yeah.
Like probably had like a QP. And the first night he came home, I just went and smoked one with him. You know, like we went in the backyard and smoked one. And he was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" You
Yeah,
know, he
bro.
was like,
What strain was it, Scotty?
it was biscotti. Yeah.
Nice.
It was biscotti and
Good call.
RS-54.
Good,
I had those two.
solid picks
Yeah,
for
those,
the come
yeah,
home.
those were two. That was a way
solid
for it to
picks.
come home. And,
Little gas, little candy.
I think the biscotti might have been from Parlay. Anyway, it was like they were good little packs. They were really nice, solid
Fuck
packs.
yeah,
And
bro.
I had them for him like a set aside. And because he had a fucking list for me when he came out. He's like, "I want Cuban cigars." What the fuck is this?
Oh, I bet he had the list.
Bro,
He had a long time
He
to
had
work
this
on that
whole
fucking thing. You
list.
kidding
Yo,
me?
32 years to work on the list. So I
That's
get him the whole
insane,
list and then
bro.
some. You know what I mean?
32.
Me, Pelly. We got to meet really more with Pelly and have him. He was in the house often, and Mary Bailey came by a few times. It was just in the beginning. It was just like, you know, trying to let him catch up on shit.
Yeah,
you know
sure,
what I mean? Bring him
sure.
around his old spots, let him see everything.
Yeah.
You know,
Go down memory
And
lane.
everything changed.
Of course. Of course.
but yeah. What brought us to where we're at now is pretty much like, you know, that pretty much go back to that phone call and saying what we was gonna do when he got out. At a certain point, it came to that, you know.
Yeah.
And in the
Hell yeah.
beginning, we went through a few different channels. We thought it was gonna work this way or that way, and then in the end, it fell into the place it was supposed to. You know, it's like at a certain point, I always had wanted, because in the beginning when we started to try and do Delisioso,
Yeah.
my cousin wasn't part of it,
Okay.
and I didn't feel right with that. It like literally didn't sit right with me. Like I kept
Yeah.
thinking about it and telling him, like, you know, I'd prefer Kenneth to be doing shit, doing things with you and really running
Yeah.
what we do together, you know. And then it came to a certain point where there was somebody trying to help him constantly to fill that void at the I'm not going to mention that person's name, but that person was around and always trying to, I thought, help him, but
Yeah.
they were more like using him,
Okay.
like getting free things and always like sample chasers. And
Oh God.
so at a certain point, I said to my cousin, I said,
Not the
"Yo,
sample
can you?"
chaser.
Yeah.
Jeez. There's levels of low,
There's levels, bro.
Get the
So,
fuck out.
yeah,
of
it
here.
was the low one.
That's the low one.
And it was a high level person.
Yeah.
So it was a shocking
That's weak, bro.
realization. But I remember telling my cousin, like, "Yo, dude, please go down there and really rep with him to this spot." And there's, Redman's gonna be there. He was like, "Oh shit, my cousin's a DJ." He was like, "Oh fuck yeah, man, let me go down there and do this."
yeah.
Let's try
It
to
was
grab-"
unbelievable.
I said,
Oh yeah.
and they went down there.
I don't have any idea who this guy Redman is.
No.
Yeah, he's a legend where I'm from
Yeah.
Jersey, bro.
Top
He's
5
like,
dead or alive.
yeah, bro. Like he put us on the map.
Yeah, that's the doc.
And everybody loves you, bro, because of what you've been through for something that we love. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's so dope. How you were received, I'm sure
So
it was
it's
great.
crazy. Redman actually has a part in all this.
Really?
Yeah.
Hit me.
It's crazy. So, and he is one of my, I wouldn't say top 5, but definitely top 10.
He's top
in
10
the
for sure.
top 10,
Muddy Waters, man. Come on.
bro.
Oh, he
Muddy
loved-
Waters
Redman
and
loves
Doc's the
me.
Name.
And Doc's the
Those
Name.
are crazy albums.
And what
Just
the
everything he did
album,
with
you
Meth
know
and
what I'm
all
saying?
that.
Yeah,
What the
yeah,
album
yeah.
was amazing.
Blackout album with Meth, yeah.
Amazing.
Redman, whenever I go up north,
Yeah.
he's always around.
So,
Hell
He
yeah.
shows
So-
up at every event.
so we go to,
Hell yeah.
my cousin goes there. We set it up that my cousin goes there. And he links with Redman. And at one point, my cousin and Redman talked. And he said something to my cousin, which influenced him to go, like, meet Kim Rivers, who's the CEO of Trulieve.
Okay.
So she was there during this party doing some sort of, talk, or she was doing some presentation. And for Trulieve, she was probably representing for Trulieve. And all of a sudden, my cousin reached out to her because of what Redman had said to him.
Right.
It was like literally those words. I'm not going to repeat them, and then
Come on.
all of a sudden, he basically said, "Yo, go reach out to her. Like she'd be a good person for your pops to be working with." you
Okay.
know? And he did that. He managed to do that, my cousin. And when he screened her, like, "Yo, Kim," she knew him, like right off the bat. She knew my dad.
Knew the
So,
story, et
knew
cetera,
the
et
story
cetera.
and all that
Yeah.
shit. And they like locked eyes and held hands and hugged, and
Oh, cool.
all of
man.
a sudden, he felt to me like he had a connection with her.
That's
you know?
important in business.
So we didn't know there was no business, but she
Yeah.
gave us a vibe like she wanted to do something with us.
Okay.
And she thought that we were under another entity at the time, so she didn't go out of her way to do that right away, but
Things transpired.
things transpired.
Word.
and she kind of showed us that,
We let her know that we weren't involved with anybody else.
yeah,
Cool.
at that point,
Free
On
agents.
paper.
yeah,
No,
we were
nothing.
free agents. We
Yeah.
didn't have anything on paper.
That's
we didn't
right.
have no contracts, so it was
yeah.
that. And then
Those 2 weeks.
at that point, it became like a point to meet with her. So I flew in from Amsterdam. We went, me, and my cousin to Trulieve, and we became like a part of that entity.
What?
Yeah.
No
So
shit.
Kim treat me like, and my father, as a passion project. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
let us
no
open up to
shit.
their world and kind of come into their world.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So shout out to Kim Rivers. We love
Shout out
you.
to Kim.
Thank you so much.
What year was
Truly,
this, bro?
This is 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Got right to it.
Yeah, I got
Beautiful.
right to it. So it was pretty much it was 22 when we actually signed the deal with Trulieve. But when it all started to transpire
Okay.
was the end of 21.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
How are things going with that? Like, what kind of products you guys have?
No complaints at all.
Tell me about Flamingo Kush.
It's been an amazing partnership, and it's nice to be so present in Florida. Somewhere where he was
Yeah.
prosecuted for cannabis. Now he gets
Only
paid.
right.
Yeah, it's only
Yeah.
right.
You
know
eating
what I'm
good,
saying?
Uncle Rick?
The place that put me away.
Hey, you eating good?
You eating good?
Oh, yeah, he good.
Manja bene. Okay.
So yeah, everything's been good. So it's been a wild. It's so wild because for me, I came from. I wouldn't say trap. Well, somewhat trapping. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
whatever.
Let's
call a
what it
spade a
is. Yeah,
spade.
let's call it a spade.
Allegedly.
A spade. Yeah,
Allegedly.
We let's call it what it is now.
Yeah.
They call it what's the word that's used now? It's not trapping.
It's not trapping no more? What is it?
No, it's legacy.
Oh, God. What's up, pizza fam? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Check this out. I've been getting a lot of questions on where I can find the fire good pizza. Check this out. We got you covered. We're in NorCal, SoCal, Central Valley, San Diego. We got you covered on the slices. Peep the list. Go check out the shop. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. Peace, love, Good Pizza. I love it. I fucking feel special.
You feel special,
Yeah.
right? So let's use the legacy.
Made my
word.
mark here.
So anyways, coming from legacy market to like corporate market is wild. You know, it's a wild transition.
For sure.
It almost feels like when
traditional.
Jay tells Beans to take it from the street to the game, you know. So it's wild.
Yep.
It's that wild transition, and
Yeah.
dealing with that is amazing, actually, because you feel value.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the real system of economy, which is
Exactly.
like, okay, so now we have a few products. We got the Flamingo Kush, which is a cross from, it's a Kush Mints variation that's
Okay.
crossed with Sunset Sherbet.
Oh, nice.
So it's Sherb crossed to Kush Mints, and I think they did like a 25 phenos, and it's number 18.
Okay, tight.
So that was
Nice.
So there's a weird system out there. The Department of Health makes you rename things. You can't have a weed that's already been for sale that's from one, because it's fully
Everything's
integrated.
vertical. Yeah, everything's vertical.
Exactly.
I understand the
So it has
system,
to-
yeah.
So you have to have a name. So the name is Flamingo Kush, but the weed is really Kush Mints across the shirt, you know.
Oh, you cannot rename it? Like, you can't just
You
rename
can't
it?
just call it what it is, nah.
Oh, you can't call it what it is. You have to rename it.
You
So
have
you'd
to
have to
rename
call it Flamingo Kush.
You have
Can
to.
you disclose genetics on the bag? Or
It's
if you
not-
know, you know?
I
Or
mean,
just
I
tell
think,
weed
I think you
maps?
can, but I don't think that's what people are doing. You know?
Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't see it on our jars. I just see Flamingo Kush.
Got you.
You know.
And how does that
So-
work? They handle all the distribution, all the sales for you, the marketing, etc.
Yeah. Sales, distribution. We do marketing.
Sweet.
We do a lot of like PR. We do our own. There's a lot we do for ourselves, but they
course.
do a lot of the corporate structures.
Yeah.
You know,
Nice,
so
dude.
everything from packaging, their jarring, their growing, it's a fully well greased engine.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah,
I'm always
for sure.
impressed when I check in. you know?
Okay.
Yeah. I never walked in there and I'm like, God damn, what's going wrong? And I have that a lot, you know?
Sure. Well, that's usually what you see when
Yeah.
you walk into a facility. What's going wrong? Because shit's going right.
I'ma
Because
be
lights
real
are
with
still
you.
on, but
Yeah.
something's going wrong in this motherfucker.
Always.
So, Uncle Rick, where you at nowadays? You in Florida? And you're
I'm in Palm Beach.
You're in Palm Beach. That's right. You told me that. And then you're in Maui.
I'm in Maui, yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
I moved from,
I have to come see you out there,
yes, for sure.
please.
I'm
I've been to Oahu.
I'm
Never
still
been to Maui.
kind of half based in Amsterdam because
Is that right?
got
Oh,
my
shit.
place still there and everything.
Cool.
So I'm gonna be going back there in about a few weeks and go I gotta just keep my thing going there.
Yeah.
'Cause Maui life is really tranquil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
So it's like,
What made you move there? How long you been there?
so my wife's parents lived there for a long time, about 15 years ago. They got a
Really?
place out there. So then it started to attract me there. I went there about 14 years ago.
Oh yeah, you go to Hawaii. It's game
And
over.
I
You
told
fall
my
in love.
wife, well, what happened was we got off the plane. I told my wife on second day we're there, I said, yo, I want to live here.
Yeah.
You know, and she was like, me too. You know, I was like, so let's make this shit a fucking goal. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
And it just ended up becoming a real goal.
Cool.
You know?
Good for you, man.
Yeah.
Salute. That's
yeah,
beautiful.
Big up, brother.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And how you living down in sunny Florida? All good?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm trying to get him to Hawaii.
Hanging out, working on your tan. You getting in that water still or what?
Yeah, no, I go.
He was in the ocean the other day.
I was in the ocean
Nice.
the day before I came here. 2 days in a row I
Beautiful.
went.
I was paddleboarding.
Best beaches in the fucking country, man.
Yeah.
I tell people,
Yeah.
you never been to Florida? You never seen your feet in the water?
Yeah.
I was like, bro, you could do that in this country. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Go to fucking South Florida.
Crystal clear.
Crystal
water,
fucking clear.
yeah. Yep.
Oh, I can't wait. You know, I've never been there in December, and I told you I'm going for turf basil. Can you swim in December in Florida? Is that a thing?
I mean,
Or
In
no?
the what?
in December you could swim
Miami?
in Florida.
Swim.
Swim?
December, it's 80 degrees, 85
right?
degrees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I've never been. I always go in the summertime. Never been there in
No,
December.
the water, it cools down a little bit, but
The water will get cool.
The water will probably
Bro,
be
it's good. I swim in California water now.
Nah.
Stretch
You're
it
good.
for
You're good.
80
You're good.
I'm
degree
super
water.
good.
You're good.
Yeah,
The
it's
ocean?
it's cold for
Wim Hof.
Florida. All right, I'm from Jersey, bro. It's all good. Hell yeah. All right, cool. I'm bringing my bathing suit. Beautiful. So,
Yeah, light that bad baby
yeah,
up.
walk that bad boy up there, brother.
Light that thing up.
ready for one
What
now.
Number
I'm ready to smoke
13.
one.
number 13? We'll get another one going too. So, what's the next couple years look like, boys? What's on the horizon?
I'm trying
for
to
Delicio.
expand. So
Good name. Hold on. Good name, by the way. That was
Yeah,
the
so-
obvious name for the brand.
So
That's
breakdown, right?
Perfect.
Delisioso.
Delisioso.
That's coming now.
I know. I was gonna say,
I'm
why you
doing-
didn't use
we-
the Z? That's
Well,
how
we're
it's
doing
spelled.
that right
I
now.
said
That's
for
the next
Skittles.
strain drop. We're doing a Skittles strain
know.
drop right now.
You
So
got
that's
to.
The
It's
next
perfect.
strain is coming now, Delisioso for under Trulieve. That's getting launched.
Yeah. Yeah.
We kind of trying to work on some things with the
Love that.
collab with a big renowned extract company, but I'm gonna leave that
Cool.
on the
Okay.
back burner.
That's to be
word-wise.
determined, folks.
To be determined, exactly.
your eyes peeled.
But what is happening is we're busy on a movie right now.
Yeah,
That's
you
been
are.
the main focus.
Let's go.
So,
I'm coming to the premiere.
oh hell yeah, I got you on the red carpet. fam.
Fuck yeah,
You
dog.
good. So,
Oh, we in there like swimwear,
so,
dog.
so I ain't
Florida-
saying
we doing it in
supposedly.
Florida or
Fuck
what?
that. I don't know, because I'm not the one that will arrange that.
No doubt, no
But
doubt.
it is box office. It's a box office deal.
Oh, let's fucking
So,
go,
we
boys.
busy.
Hell yeah.
We busy with that. I can announce that right now to y'all. Big up. I hope everybody
man.
anticipates it. It's gonna be real. Shout out to my man
That's exciting.
Matt Hamer, excuse me. Yo, let me do that one more time. Shout out to my man, Matt Hamer. He's the dude right there handling the movie. And Russ McDonald, big up. We got some good people on the team. And we're now evolving the story, and making that's the next 18 months. It got to be done. So that's a big step.
That's some good
And how to
fucking
wire
pizza.
that all into, what we do. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
for sure.
using that media possibility to propel what we're really trying to, accomplish. So that's where we're at, expansion.
That's exciting, bro.
Yeah. Trying to get more nationwide.
Yeah,
That's
for
my
sure.
main focus right now. Also here in Cali, I'm trying to set a little bar for us just to make sure that people know what it is and that they can get it,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, Rube, can you run down to Tommy's office and grab me a water? Thanks, bro.
But
That's fucking exciting, man.
yeah, I'm super excited.
Well,
I got the I don't know. I got the little trailer I could give you. I don't know
Really?
if you've seen it. You haven't seen
No,
it
I
on the
haven't,
gram
man.
yet? The
No,
thing?
dude.
Okay.
I just got my page hit, so I'm
Alright.
kind of rebuilding. I didn't
I got
reconnect
you.
with
I'll shoot it
everybody.
to you,
Please. That's dope.
That's happening.
So it wouldn't be a good pizza episode if I didn't ask you guys your top 3 strains of all time. So
Well, that's
so I need Uncle Rick. I need yours. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
go you first.
Pops.
I need your top 3 strains of all time. Okay, we're gonna go one old school, one desert island. You're stuck on an island with one strain for the rest of your life, and something new you're digging right now. So let's start old school. Hit me with something good.
The gold.
The gold. Thanks, bro.
Man, they talk about it so much. I hear all the old,
The gold,
all the
man.
uncles when they start to talk about it, they're like, they act like nothing can compare to it, And I'm like, y'all just stuck in your old.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. I love the weed that's around today.
Yeah.
I don't think
You
the
know-
gold did that.
You know what it is?
I'm saying.
You know what it is?
Motherfuckers couldn't even roll like this back in the day.
As
Really?
long as the quality keeps getting better and better and better, I enjoy watching it happen.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know.
I
As
feel
far
you,
as
bro.
my favorite one now,
Yeah, favorite one now.
probably the real good crypto and the sour diesel.
Sour D, I like it. And then something you would be stuck on an island with for the rest of your life. You get one strain.
I would take the gold.
Go, baby.
Wow.
I had,
back to the
I had a
gold.
feeling. How about you, sir?
For me, the classic one for me is what he said is, not the one he chose to go. I'm sour diesel. Like if I could get the real sour diesel back,
Motherfucking right.
you know what I mean?
We're from the same era, dog. You don't even gotta explain it to me, bro.
I remember it real distinctively, you know, because it's funny because Pelly was with me at the time. We were out in Amsterdam. We were in the studio every day. All we did every day was just fucking make beats and fucking, you know, shop songs. And what's up?
Where are you?
Oh, so all we do is you know, sit there, make beats and shop songs. And I remember we were going through 3 strains. It was like this. It was called the Stella Blue, the Sour D, and there was a couple other that we get a few times now and then. It was like the Sage or the Lavender. Shout out Soma. What up, Soma Seas? That's Uncle.
I heard dope shit about Uncle Sage, bro.
So those were the ones, and like Sour was like one of my favorites. So I'd say Sour for the first, and then what was the other one?
So what you getting stuck on the island with, bro?
Stuck on the island with, like, the Future Skittles crosses, something like that.
Okay, we're taking Z to the island.
Take Z to the island.
Okay,
man. Come on, bro.
Another point for Z.
Yeah, I'm a Z lover for real. It hits me more and more as I get to know it. The real special batches are just fucking incredible.
I got one in there for you, bud. The Zeppelis.
Nice.
It's in there waiting for you, pal.
Nice. Yeah, shout out to everybody that made Z.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
shout out.
Like, I'm not gonna say no names.
Nah,
don't. Everybody.
Don't. It's a wild story. With 2 factors.
Nice. Very nice flavor.
But that's the gelnate by Preferred. Shout out Dave, crushing these fucking.
Shout out to
Gelnate,
Maria.
That one's on fire. That's a proper pack.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then something new you fucking with.
Something new. You know, I should probably change it. Put something new that I fuck with is Skittles.
I thought you were
No,
say
you
that.
you can double up on your answers, bro.
I could double up on my
Oh,
answers.
yeah.
I would say
Especially if you're on an island.
so.
Yeah.
Nah, if I was on the
island can
island,
go
I'd
with
bring
you
it
either
back.
way.
I'd bring it back. I'd keep island the same. It'd probably be like Sour or OG, because that's the only thing that constantly, whenever I come back from any vacation, any trip, any venture, any fucking
That's what you're reaching
convention,
for.
that's my favorite jar. You know what I mean? And it's shout out Fire Farms, because they have like the Hawaiian cut of the sour.
Oh shit.
Which is different from the one we know.
Yeah,
but
no
it
doubt.
has things that you'll really like that
Sure.
are similar. You
Oh,
know?
I love it.
Sure.
So fire.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
So fucking fire.
Hell
And the
yeah.
extract is fire too.
Oh, I love
Extract's
sour
so
extract. Yeah, I'm digging that more than the flour I'm finding these days. Solid, man. If you guys could bring back one strain, what would it be?
Skunk.
Gold?
Nah,
Skunk?
I'd say the real roadkill skunk.
The real road, yeah,
the
bro.
one,
That's
the
skunk one.
The Kentucky funky
Yeah.
shit. Like,
How about that old skunk bud? That stuff was.
that's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
So,
great right here.
So yeah, it's a good time. Let Pop sit that one. So tell me the terp profile on Gold. I'm really curious. If you could compare it to anything, is it gassy, skunky, sweet? Like, what was it like?
It had a sweet, soft taste to it.
Okay.
It was haze. I
It
know
gave
that.
you
Haze,
it gave you
okay.
a head. It gave you nice munchies.
Sounds
It
like
didn't-
everything I
it
fucks
didn't
with.
stone you out.
Okay.
It gave you a happy head.
Okay.
You know, something you could
Yeah.
smoke all day long.
Oh,
and just
everyday
be
smoker?
Just be
Yeah.
great all day, you know.
Yeah. Sounds great. Hell yeah.
Man, my answers were bad for the 3 smokes.
No, those are
It
good,
was all
bro.
mixed. No, I knew
you're
the way
good.
I mixed them
No,
up.
people do all the time, bro. Because a lot of time people do what you did. They come back to the island like, hold on, no, hold on, I gotta change the shit. I'm gonna be on the island. Now you're thinking this shit
Yeah,
through.
for
We ain't
real.
just freestyling no
Yeah.
more.
I'm telling
Yeah,
you, on
bro.
the island, I'd be more Cushman.
Okay.
You know, I'd be
Okay.
like
Yeah, you
Kush.
want some Kush, bro.
Yeah.
Because this is gonna be a fuck. And you want to stay getting high.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
and I
Thank
do
you, sir.
love all the.
You got one of those in your bag there, the gelnate. Yeah. If you guys could smoke with 2 people, One that's dead, one that's still alive. Who would they be? We'll start with Pops first.
My father and Snoop Dogg.
Fuck yeah, solid. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he been wanting to smoke with Snoop for a minute.
There's no way that's not happening, bro.
We
Come on.
tried to make it happen where we even had him.
It came
Damn near so close as it was just a door. You know what I'm saying? But I was
Son of a
like,
bee.
fuck.
and the door was open.
Yeah.
I could have walked in there, but I didn't.
You're a gentleman. You know?
You can't do that.
You
can't
got-
do
yeah,
that
you-
people's party.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Even though you could have.
I'd say dead Bob Marley. He's still the key cornerstone to my music, like compass, you know.
No doubt.
And then alive, shit, I don't know anybody that I don't smoke with that's alive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess
Like maybe a comedian or something, or
yeah,
like
maybe like
a president.
It's funny because I was trying to think of it last night, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!" I actually thought like first Joe Rogan, and then I was like, "Nah." It's like
that'd be cool.
it would be cool, but then I was thinking like I would like to like smoke with Shane Gillis or maybe like the whole Kill Tony crew, like those people.
Yeah.
They're real.
Yeah. I just discovered them. They're funny
Me too.
as fuck,
Me
bro.
too.
That's
that
an ill
shit's been tripping
concept.
me out.
Yeah.
Like how dope it is and how entertaining it is.
Yeah,
like how
bro.
you lose track of time while you watch it.
Yeah.
It's
Hell
really
yeah.
dope. And it's really a great platform. Like holy shit. dude.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, before we get up out of here, man, I'm gonna ask you just one more question. If you could go back to the young you, the day before you jumped in the game, what advice would you give yourself?
Make sure you really take time on the people you get involved with, and you study them before you make an actual move with them.
Solid.
Mm,
What you got? What you got, big dog?
For me, it's like everything's got to be organic. Anything that doesn't feel organic can't work. That's my big one.
That's a good one, man. Especially in this season of my life.
Yeah. It really pulls you and pushes
Yeah.
you at the same time. It keeps
Yeah.
you like kinetic.
Yeah, it keeps good energy around.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
If you do it like that.
Yeah, and you got to watch it because you got to put up your guard and make sure that nothing is blocking that.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. I dig that. Wise words from two wise men.
Big
So,
stuff.
fellas, anything you want to plug right now? Where can people find you? What's coming up? We know the movie's coming. Watch out for that.
Yeah, pretty much. We are on the gram, which is _Delisioso _. That's DELISIOSO _ in front and after. And you're gonna see us popping up. You could follow the Santa Marta movie.
Santa Marta Gold.
Santa Marta Gold movie. Hold on, let me get that right.
What's that?
That's what we're doing. We're doing the
Gold.
movie.
It's called the what
It's-
gold?
Santa Marta Gold.
Hold on,
Santa
I'm
Marta
gonna
Gold.
show you the little teaser right now.
Let me see.
I'll show you. Let me just launch. I turn my phone off.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to-
you're
I
good.
don't like to be distracted when I do
Yeah,
this
same,
shit. You know what I
same.
mean? And I give you your energy.
You were very focused.
Big up.
You
bro.
kept Pops on track, too.
Yeah.
You guys work well together.
It's a new goal of mine. Well, the thing
No, I
is
see it.
it's I'm learning. You know.
Sure,
So it's just
sure.
like I got to roll with it to really understand how to do it and then keep him focused.
Trust me, I got a father. He's a hard-headed bastard, and
Shout
he
him out,
fucking
bro.
shout Pops, man. I know what it's like to coach Pops and try to steer him. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
We
always
live in a
easy,
weird world
We
now
live in
for
a weird
them, you
world,
know?
yeah, man.
Where-
And you was on timeout for a minute,
Yeah,
so you
super
you had to
timeout.
relearn shit. You've only been home a couple years.
Hold on, Pete.
We're getting a live trailer on the pod, folks. Santa Marta
We could maybe
Gold.
play it on there. I'll send it to you if you want to
Fire.
edit it in.
Yeah, you know what? We are gonna play it. We're gonna play it right at the end.
We did like 2 or 3 deals with the seaplanes. It's like in my blood, I think.
Without the media and public support, groups such as Last Prisoners Project, I don't think my father would have been able to get released.
It was like the perfect storm.
I saw my family slowly fall apart.
I'm here for a trafficking charge in marijuana with no violence. He said, what?
I maintained hope and perseverance because I was building my family. So my focus was more centered on love, new life.
I made the best out of prison. I made sure to take care of everything that I had to while I was there.
Yeah, to all my prisoners of war. Hey yo, what up, Pops? I'm back up in this piece, and it hurts to see you locked in the belly of the beast. It's been some years since we had a face-to-face. All these phone calls and letters as I'm traveling from place to place. The situation got me down on my knees daily. Long nights wondering how you...
Let's go.
Big up. Yeah.
That's fire,
Big
bro.
up, brother. Big up.
Oh man, this movie's gonna be huge, folks.
That's what's to come. You know.
It's gonna be huge, man. Oh man.
So
Can't
how to
wait.
lock it all in and.
Cool.
You know, also,
cool.
we using Last Prisoner Project as the impact partner for
Beautiful.
everything we're up to.
Shout out to Last Prisoners Project, man.
Yeah.
Doing the good work, man.
For real.
We love you, Mary.
We love all y'all.
We love you, Mary.
We love all y'all.
Hell yeah.
For-
Right on, brother.
Yeah, we love all yous.
Man, thank you. Today was a special day for me, man. Like interviewing an OG, a legend in the game, someone I looked up to in the game, my forefathers and all this, and then to do it with you and father, son.
It's been a
to
pleasure
hear.
to meet you. And
Yes,
get that
likewise, man. Likewise, man. Yeah, big up, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for coming through.
Man, really, thank you for having us.
Absolutely, bro. It's an honor and a pleasure, man. You already know, man. Check out my guys, man. Richard and Rick Delisi from Delisioso. You know where to find them, man. Go check out that movie. Thank you for everybody that supports the show. Thank you for all my Patreons. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. We love you guys, man. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.